I've arrived at some sort of mining facility. It looks abandoned. Judging by our tracks, I've almost caught up with Gretchen.
It's the same device as... No way. That hurt...
Let's have at it. I can't reach it. It is missing the fourth wheel. Debris. People keep losing helmet.
No, Hans, that would be a really bad idea.
Danger. Keep out. Beverly, I believe I found Gretchen's campsite. She probably went ahead without me. Here we go. Beverly, the time has come. I am stranded, trapped deep underground in some sort of god-forsaken cave. It's freezing cold. I can hardly see a thing. Whoever finds this recording, please hand the cassette tape to Miss Beverly. And now this. Hello? Darn. My attempts at
always remember to wear your helmets, kids. Oh. Away with it. This valve is missing its rotary handle. Years of decay made this pipe brittle. This valve is missing. Gretchen? There's some sort of light beyond. An interesting rock formation. It doesn't look too solid. Help! Good thing there's no monkey wrench involved in this puzzle. There you go. Water March. Years of decay made this pipe brittle.
Oh, you finally made it! I almost thought you'd never come. Look at you, covered in dirt. Did you stumble all the way here through the old mines?
I don't have to answer that. Anyway, you're not going to believe what just happened to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You gotta tell me every single detail when we have the time.
They sure have big doors around here.
It looks like they really wanted to make sure there was no trespassing.
Wow. Congratulations. I think you found your ritual site. I found your camp outside.
Yes, I waited for you. But since it took you so long, I couldn't resist going ahead. Enough talk. Let's find a way to open this monstrous gate. What do you think?
Who'd build such a thing?
No idea. Definitely not my proto-Germans.
I was abducted, imprisoned, and scrutinized by a mad scientist, among other things.
You must have bumped your head too hard.
No, for real. There is an old sanitarium down this valley.
I thought no one's lived there in ages.
There's at least one so-called scientist. He conducted a wide range of crazy tests on me.
Tests?
Yes, he had me talk about colors and answer personal questions.
Tannhauser, are you sure you haven't suffered some sort of brain damage?
How do I know?
I'm still wondering who built this and why.
We need to get that door open.
Maybe this is some kind of activation device.
Did you actually rappel down?
Of course, how else?
What's that over there?
You're not gonna believe this. These are Germanic runes, my special field of interest. This one roughly translates to Be gone, stranger, for all you may find here is certain death.
Look, this seems to have activated one of the lights on the vault door. You see that afterglow? Maybe this is some kind of activation device.
Any ideas?
And again. Could you show me that ruin thing again? Interesting. Maybe these inscriptions are somehow connected to the opening mechanism. Some sort of photonic reception, perhaps.
What's that over there?
Interesting. Are you thinking what I am thinking?
Is this a graffito?
Down here. In any case, it's hard to decipher.
Are you seeing that hexagon there as well?
No idea. You've got the door open already?
What's that over there?
Only a flock of bats. Or is it a swarm? A herd? A gaggle?
What do you make of this?
Weird. Tannhauser, these are ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. What are they doing here? I'm afraid I don't know too much about them. This pictogram on the left could mean door or gateway. It's followed by the symbol of death. Doesn't that spark your curiosity as well?
Did you notice that other little light turning on?
Could you point the light in this direction?
Just a shadow.
Please light up these symbols.
Wow, these look like Neolithic cave paintings. Who would have guessed? A group of stickmen fallen asleep around some sort of hexagon. Tannhauser, this is sensational.
Fallen asleep.
There, another light.
Can I get a light here?
No, nothing.
What's that over there?
Just a crack in the wall.
I don't
Could you
get
point
it.
the light in this direction?
Open sesame! Ah, interesting. This looks like a Latin inscription. Hang on to your head. Interpreted freely, this translates to path of no return. Hogwash, you Romans.
Now there are 5 lights. What does it mean?
I've been thinking, what if it wasn't meant to keep someone out, but to keep something in?
Let's find out.
Beverly, for a moment I thought I was a goner. Now that I've been able to escape this compromising situation, Gretchen and I are standing in front of a gigantic steel gate. I'll get back to you with more details.
And again. Could you light up the cave paintings for me again? Could you show me that ruin thing again? Please point the light to the hieroglyphs again. Can we take a look at the graffito again? Please show me the Latin inscriptions again. Again, 5 lights. Could you light up the cave paintings for me again?
Exciting.
Please point the light to the hieroglyphs again. Please show me the Latin inscriptions again. Can we take a look at the graffito again? Could you show me that ruin thing again? Again, 5 lights.
Exciting.
And again. Could you light up the cave paintings for me again? Please point the light to the hieroglyphs again. Please show me the Latin inscriptions again. Could you show me that ruin thing again? Can we take a look at the graffito again? Again, 5 lights.
This looks promising.
This cave has obviously been visited by explorers for millennia. Isn't it strange that all of them left warnings on the wall? And whoever built this gigantic vault wanted to make sure that only a human with the right set of knowledge could open it. Maybe long after its architects ceased to exist. I assume this is why they utilized all of these different writings. They literally left the code on the wall. In case of an emergency? Remarkable.
Yes!
Let me find the light switch first. What an enormous compound.
Let's take a look around. This is exciting.
I'd rather not come too close to this
Did you see that pretty
killing
large
machine.
particle accelerator? Wow.
I'd rather not come too close to this killing machine.
I stumbled upon an impressive model of our solar system, yet curiously, it displays our 9 planets in disorder, as if there was a disturbance in the interstellar balance. Much like an event known to the ancient Greeks as ekperosis, the catastrophic imbalance of the universe. Whether this is a foreshadowing of things to come, or the device is simply broken, I cannot say. To be honest, it's hard to say if it means anything at all. Something is wrong with the engine powering the solar system, as if the universe was out of balance. No idea what purpose they might serve. We didn't even have anything remotely this size at my university. All this modern hardware must have cost a fortune.
Any idea?
I wonder who or what's behind all of this.
Any idea?
I wonder...
All sorts of strange gadgetry.
That would probably destroy...
What an enormous compound. It seems to be defective.
door is blocked.
Error. Memory overflow.
Hello? Anybody there?
Of course. Another locked door.
"64 kilobytes of main memory on isolinear chips? Good lord. Gretchen, this is the future." Such a clutter in the back room. All this modern hard...
Error. Memory overflow.
I brought back order to the universe.
Error. Memory overflow.
I brought back order to the universe.
I've already made an entry on this.
Error. Memory overflow. Error. Memory overflow.
Could you please turn off
Seems you
that
have a
noise?
RAM module loose.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Please identify yourself.
I can't see you. Who's talking there?
My name is Barbarossa 2000. I am the guardian of the station. Please identify yourself.
I'm Hans, and I defragmented your memory.
I do not recognize you, Hans. I am only allowed to grant access to authorized personnel.
This isn't going anywhere, Tannhauser. We need brute force.
Can't you just open this door for me?
I am very sorry. I can only grant access to authorized personnel.
My name is Tannhauser. Hans Tannhauser.
I do not recognize you, Hans. I am only allowed to grant access to authorized personnel.
Who constructed you?
I was developed and built by Dr. von Streck and Dr. Römmler. I am property of the Millennium Cooperative.
What kind of station is this?
The station was built by the Millennium Cooperative. I may only give this information to authorized individuals.
How long have you been here?
16 years, 304 days, and 9 hours.
How do I become authorized?
Not possible. I cannot authorize you, since I do not know you.
Aren't you feeling lonely? All on your own down here?
I am patient by nature. My developers assured me the station was only temporarily shut down.
Let's hope they were being honest with you.
Dr. Römmler promised me we would start working again very soon. Dr. Römmler is my friend. Why would he lie to me?
Maybe he didn't want to hurt your feelings.
Your point is illogical. If what you said was true, how could I rely on statements made by humans?
That is the point. You simply can't.
Overheating in segment B23 imminent.
We didn't even have anything remote.
Could you do me a favor and open my intake van, please? My processor is...
No, you're not going to.
Okay, I'm going to help you.
Thank you. You are a kind person.
Smoking.
That hit the spot.
Any chance you might consider letting me through?
I am very sorry. You may wait here. I would most certainly enjoy...
But you do know me.
Yes, you are Hans.
Imagine the possibility of and I'd be your only friend.
Are you my friend?
Your best and only true friend.
You make me happy.
You two are adorable.
Now that you know me.
But if I let you pass, I will be alone again. Will you come back?
Scouts on...
Access granted.
It's the Saturn portal. You have no idea, do you?
What do you mean?
Quantum physicist, ridiculous.
Is that a gun?
Get off of that boy.
I can see no reason for violence here.
Hey. Is that really necessary?
You too, Bambi. Move over there.
Are you serious? After everything we've been through?
You're not gonna stand in my way. You've had your chance, Tannhauser, but you had to follow me around like a puppy dog. Now that's what you get.
But it was you that had the idea to come here.
Shut your pie hole.
Please, you don't understand. I need help.
What kind of a dork are you? A bunch of hapless maggots, that's what you are. Standing in front of the Saturn portal without any clue. You're staying here, chumps. You may as well bid farewell to this stupid clunker while you're at it. It's been getting on my nerves from the beginning.
No.
Bye-bye.
Some people are scoundrels, others are not. Yes, that's how it is.
I still can't believe Gretchen would play such a wicked game on me.
Now, this is not what I wanted either.
Who are you? And what are you doing here anyway? Hey, that was you, last night in my room.
Calm down, please. You must have a lot of questions.
You bet I do.
But first, we should try to get out of this predicament.
I assume you have a plan on how to open the door. You seem to know what you're doing. Who are you anyway?
My name is Lazarus Taft, and I hope you'll excuse my late introduction. I'm a traveler, if you will.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Taft. Tannhauser. Let's talk about stealing my notes.
Yes, that was me. Believe me, I wouldn't have needed to if everything had gone according to my plan. I wanted to ask for your help, but then she surprised me. I know taking your journal wasn't right, and I'm sorry about it. I would have returned it, I promise.
What was it you wanted from my journal? They're really just notes, and a few doodles.
I needed it to tune into the right quantum frequency. See, I'm just an ordinary traveler. I know next to nothing about quantum mechanics. At least not enough to control this portal.
You're talking crazy talk.
This is not the best time to go into too much detail.
Okay, but what's my role in all of this?
I needed your help. You were the last piece of the puzzle. When I saw your article in Science Today, I was 100% sure you were the right guy for me, to help me get home.
She called it a Saturn portal. What was she talking about?
It's a metaphor. Actually, it's just an ordinary quantum portal. You can travel to different realities, distant stars, and galaxies. That is where I come from.
Good lord. So all of this is real? Do you know who built the portal?
This station was built by the Millennium Cooperative. I believe something went wrong when I came out of the portal. They took me with them and abandoned the station soon afterwards. But they certainly didn't construct the portal.
Who did then?
Who knows? Probably a natural phenomenon, a geological vortex, a high-intensity meridian, a cosmic G-spot. It is ancient. There is a large network, like wormholes connecting different dimensions.
And where are you from? From the other side?
See, and I know that's kind of a lot of information, but I've been stranded here for some time now. I desperately need to leave, get back home. Please don't get me wrong, I really like it here, but I need to go. If I don't, I will die, simple as that. As you probably suspected, you winning that lottery was part of my arrangement, to get you here.
No way!
The problem is that you can't control the portal unless you have the right piece of technology. At home we have a device called a quantum discriminator. You can buy it at any convenience store, but I certainly don't know how to build one myself. This is why I needed your formula, the calculations, to tune in. There are dangers, though. You can disintegrate the whole planet if you aren't careful. Which is what she's doing right now. Enough talk. Let's move.
This is getting boring.
We are all puppets on a string, Mr. Tenhauser. You are nothing but a pawn in my new narrative.
Did we seriously just step out of a phone booth?
We did. Wait, there is another way?
I don't have to answer that. What's it like on the other side?
Different. Hard to describe.
Just try. How does it feel? The transition, I mean.
Hans, we have no time for that right now.
Please, I need to know.
Well, you can imagine it as a rift, a junction in space-time. Your mind enters a stage of near transcendence. There are no thoughts, no words, no sounds or visions, no sense of self. And suddenly, bam, you see a myriad of possibilities exploding right in front of you.
Can you elaborate?
I'm not an expert, but, well, I think it's coming from the neural network making up your consciousness. It temporarily disintegrates during the experience and then suddenly reintegrates. The real world, its outlines become somewhat twisted, warped. You may feel some sort of tranquility. Now that I think of it, yes, there's a certain peaceful quality to it. And a deep realization of cosmic quality when you see yourself reflected in the universe. It is an extraordinarily distinctive sensation. You have to try it sometime.
Like, say, an insubstantial, incorporeal blackness? Somewhat energetic? Astronomical? The void?
Exactly. How do you know that?
I think I've seen it.
Listen. I came to you because I see something in you. You are different. Please help me to get home. And help your people by stopping that woman. I don't think she knows of the dangers she's going to unleash. Your world is going to collapse. Everything will collapse. Just look, we need to stop her.
But how? She's insane.
We need to come up with a quantum discriminator somehow.
I don't want to be here at all.
Yet here you are. Sorry, I need to take a short rest.
We could go to my room.
That would actually be awesome. If that's cool with you.
Follow me. Okay, I went over your plans, and I think I get the idea. It's pretty mind-boggling, but it could work. We need to improvise here and there. I found some scrap metal to roughly model a frame for the device.
Let's get it started then.
I'm afraid there are a few integral components that need to be swapped in, though.
Okay, what are we looking for?
First, we need a source of energy. A very strong source. Second, a particle accelerator. That's going to be a tough nut to crack. Third, a potent coolant. The whole thing could blow up otherwise. Number 4, last but not least, an interface to control the device. Any kind of peripheral will do.
Okay, how do we begin?
The order doesn't really matter. I'll go to the village. Maybe I can find some substitutes for the missing parts.
Good, just bring them over. I'm sure I can patch them together somehow.
Let's do this.
Thank you, Hans. I'd already be dead if it wasn't for you.
Oh, you. It wasn't that bad.
You are awesome. I just wanted you to know that I'm eternally grateful to have met you. All things considered, dying may not be as bad as I always thought it might be.
Don't you say that.
Even if I don't make it, you need to stop her. Promise?
I'm beginning my search right now. That's the toolbox I've borrowed from Trber. An empty jar. A cosmic slipstream capacitator. Gasoline powder. Interphasic coil spanner. Quantum. That's a prototype of the Valentine. A gift from a friend. An ectoplasm interference oscillator. A hyperlogic coupler. They're having a blast out there. How are you holding up?
Don't worry.
You don't look...
No.
Weren't you just about to elucidate the concept of interdimensional traveling to me?
See, you humans define yourself as some kind of entity that exists inside this corporeal shell. Kind of a consciousness that is somewhat attached to this bodily mass. Where it stems from and why it's there in the first place is totally abstract to you, right? And these two eyes of yours, they define the center of your cosmos, of your perception. Yet there is so much more. You humans need to understand that there's more to the perception of the universe. It's all there. You are just incapable of seeing it. Distant stars and galaxies, sea beams, the Big Bang. All these things you're missing out on. In order to gain a higher understanding of things, the fabric of the universe, to understand the very meaning of your existence, you need to overcome that self-centered view. You have to see the whole picture. Hans, if I could just open your eyes.
About the quantum...
Yes?
I totally...
Take a look at... We need a... If this was my dimension, I'm afraid that... We do need a part. Has to be small.
A brown tube, maybe. From a TV...
Could work.
I just had an idea.
An interface to control the device. A keyboard, buttons, any...
I understand.
And a really potent cool.
What do you have in...
Water won't do.
Okay. What's that gooey stuff? Is that your blood?
Oh, my body...
What do you mean?
It is the effect one had...
Does it hurt?
Yes.
A small collection.
A couple of self...
It's the orgone collector.
This is the frame. It's almost finished. We just need to attach... Still, we also... And last but...
I don't even know where to...
Don't worry. Now, the quantum discriminator emits a coherent Tetrian beam into...
Projecting a metaphasing trajectory matrix.
Precisely. Then the projected tachyon pulses allow us to modulate the frequency in such a fashion that
the portal synchronizes with the exact temporal quantum coordinates. A rift in space-time.
Exactly.
This is sensational.
I thought you'd...
There's a brown tube inside. I could use it for the quantum The kid will be I don't think I can. A brand new episode of Twilight Area. Hi, Lainey. What's...
They are showing the Great Twilight Area Celebration Marathon today. 12 hours of bliss in a row.
They're having the ever-so-riveting town fair outside. Wouldn't you like to go out to the real world once in a while?
The real world is in there. Can't you see?
Why don't you take a small breath of fresh air?
I'll think about it. But for now, I need to keep on watching.
She's back in her... There's a brown tube inside. The kid... I don't think... Locked. I wanted to return your...
Good!
Kind of.
There is a lot. Just the other day, I caught a red here. So,
Whistle?
Well, yes, your whistle.
This is not my whistle.
Not your whistle? Of course this is your...
I'm sure I'd recognize this. I left you something
Right.
My... massage rod.
Your what? I don't have no massage rod in here. As I said, here is your whistle, Mr. Tannhauser.
Truda?
So, Professor.
You may call off...
How...
The burglar has already...
But the inspector...
Then just call him off.
As you will.
Would you mind looking...
Come again.
My...
Your what?
Never mind. I would like to...
Oh, yes.
Does the name Lazarus Taft ring a bell with you?
Haft. Doppelkopf player. It's shady time. You better not get involved.
Oh. I think... Does the name
Haft. Oh, yes, indeed. Doppelkopf. If you ask me, he's a sham. Shady. You better not...
Oh. Ah. I'll believe...
Make yourself...
Mr. Tannhauser? Step right up.
Hello. How do you know my name?
It's a small town. Penelope Hades. My sister and I run the boat rental over at the lake.
So, are there any prizes?
Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Trber.
How much for a ticket?
One ticket, 50 pfennigs. But I'm afraid all tickets have been sold.
Bummer.
I'm sorry.
I'll be leaving. The mere thought of cotton candy makes me shiver. The real thing is just gross. Out of competition. It's a shooting gallery for...
Patience, just a moment.
Baron?
Mr. Tannhauser, good to see you.
The pleasure is all mine. How is Claus doing?
He is resting. My loyal Claus.
Are you enjoying the festivities?
Yes, take a look around. All these lights, the beautiful music. This is my Trber brook, in all its splendor and glory.
Have you ever heard the name Lazarus Tuft?
Taft? Yes, a real good-for-nothing. It's not that I don't like strangers, especially if they come as tourists to my beautiful Trber brook, but I was suspicious of this Mr. Taft right from the beginning. If you ask me, you better not mingle with him.
Oh, I think I already... well... I need to be on my way.
Until next time, Mr. Tannhauser.
I'll have a cone of roasted almonds, please.
A cone of roasted almonds right away. There you are, sir.
I think I have enough.
Step right up! Step right up! Wanna put your brains to the test?
Is there a prize to be won?
Course. The winner of the night gets a trophy.
Oh, okay. Consider me sold.
Right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
This bucket seems to have been...
Step right up! Mister!
Is there a
Car, the winner.
Oh?
Right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
This bucket seems to have been...
Step, mister!
Why not?
Right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
He's what?
Arr, beautiful here, ain't it?
Barry, what's a sailorman doing out here in the sticks?
Well, I don't like water that much. I'm just so happy to be here with both of my feet on dry land.
But aren't those stereotypical sailor's clothes you were wearing?
So?
What happened to your leg?
Well, that happened on my second job at the piano transportation company. I don't really want to go into details, but thanks to the mercy of a rueful instrument manufacturer, I got me this nice new leg. And due to a timely taken disability insurance, I now may enjoy a quite decent invalidity pension. Far away from the stormy sea.
That's a nice story. Or is it a sad story? I can't decide. So you have a fear of water?
Aye. Thalassophobia. It all started when I was a little boy, back home, on a sweet summer's day. I was swimming in the lake when my Uncle Ulf suddenly cannonballed in. I will always remember these two massive cheeks rapidly closing in. To be honest, it's still haunting me today. I nearly drowned back then. Later I realized that was the day I developed this terrible, terrible fear of everything deeper than a puddle.
If I may ask, why did you become a sailorman if you're so scared of water?
I asked this myself many times. Well, my mother insisted that it would be best for me to face my fears. So naturally, I became a sailorman.
This is so confusing.
Walk a mile in my shoes.
I think I'm needed elsewhere.
Take care!
Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little. I don't even know where to go. The street life, typical case of life. Over here, little birdies. Whoops. I must have overfed them. That's a ticket for the raffle. This must be my lucky day.
Step right up! Every ticket's a winner, no blanks, guaranteed! Our first prize is an all-day boat ride on the Trber.
I think I have enough. This bucket seems to have been hung here for... See? I found a ticket.
Now look at that. You're a lucky fella. Now let's see what fortune has in store for you. Are you ready? This is your prize. A can of cat food. Generously provided by the Trber Brook Advertisers Association.
Oh my. Thanks, I guess.
Well, enjoy.
Baron?
Mr. Tanha.
The pleasure. I saw you at the raffle. Did you win anything?
I won a pair of You on the... Oh, auf dem gelben Wagen sitz ich beim Schwager vorn. Ja, so war das. What about you? Did you have any luck with your ticket?
I won this.
Excuse me, is that cat food by any chance? I am asking on behalf of Klaus. He loves cat food. Would you mind making a trade?
What do you have in mind?
You leave this delicious can of cat food to Klaus and me, and in return, I give you this new pair of hiking boots, size 13. What do you think?
Sounds like a perfect deal. So let's make it so.
It will be to your benefit.
She's back in... Truda?
Hello,
I would...
Oh, yes.
Ah. Would you mind...
Come Yo!
Never... I'll be...
Make your...
Out of competition. It's a shoot.
Arr.
I saw you at the raffle, right? Did you win?
Arr. Just this voucher for a boat trip. Man, I hate water. You?
A pair of hiking boots, but they are too large for me. About the raffle, did you win?
Arr.
A pair of hiking boots. What happened?
And
That? I think I'm...
I just need a moment. Patience.
The mere thought of...
Every ticket...
I'll be...
Nice evening for a walk, isn't it?
Eerie.
There's something in the air. Can you smell it? Spruces.
Spruces, firs, pines. I was always bad at telling conifers apart.
Where spruces prickle, firs just tickle.
Fir? That's Tanne in German. Just like my name. Never thought about it.
Why? What's your name?
Tannhauser.
We'd pronounce it Tannhäuser with an umlaut. German roots?
Yes, my grandpa.
These things on the ground. We call them fir cones. As a matter of fact, though, they're actually spruce cones.
What do you mean, actually?
Well, fir cones come to pieces when they fall off the trees. Spruce cones stay intact. Some things, you have to see them. You're from around these parts?
No, just visiting. Getting accustomed to it, I guess.
Me neither. I come here for the beautiful view.
Smoke? The climate makes me feel... So what are you doing up here, all on your own? Fed up with all the hurly-burly down there?
I just like traveling. Always on the road.
So you're taking a break?
Oh, I lost my hiking boots. They just slipped over. If you ask me, all this madness.
Sounds a bit like you're going through a life crisis.
Oh no. Quite the opposite is true. I gained insight. That's what I did. Insight. Exactly. That's it.
What about the locals? Do you know them?
Most of them. I'm actually visiting this place every year. Why?
You know a man called Lazarus Tuft?
Yes, I do. Fascinating man. He absolutely crushed me at Doppelkopf once. No one knows for sure where he came from and what he's doing here. Legend says he bought the old mansion in the woods off of his Doppelkopf millions. He rarely ever visits town. Hardly surprising the way folks keep talking around here. Anyway, let them talk. That's my position.
I saw you down there.
Yes, I tried my luck.
Did you win?
Just a snuff box. Such a letter. I've sworn off the devil's dealings. You?
I'm in Didn't you say you lost?
Yes, indeed. Would you trade with your hiking boots?
Fair enough.
Oh, thank you. How nice. And they're a perfect fit too.
I've got to go.
Okay, thanks again.
You're welcome.
Finally I can hear the call of the...
Farewell.
Arr.
About the... Did you win?
Arr.
I won.
Is that snuff tobacco? Oh, man. I love snuff. Would you like to...
What do you have in mind?
Would you like to... You know, the one for the boat. That's what I got at the raffle tonight.
That's from the local boat rental.
Yes.
Don't you want it? It was the top prize, after all.
I just hate...
Okay.
Horror.
Keep out. Packets and groceries delivery. Whistle 2 times, leave delivery on doormat, and exit the area. No advertisements. I see an environmental disaster.
Beverly, my image of this innocent place has been tainted. I found a trash dump right in the middle of these woods, probably long established by the locals. The question arises, who would sink so low?
An agreeable apple. These fruits are mine to pick up. The perfect spot for a bench.
Gotcha! This is private property, and you're obviously on my turf. This time, boy, you've chosen the wrong neighborhood.
Forgive me, I didn't mean to disturb.
Didn't you read the sign?
Signs? Which signs?
Very funny. You're one of them.
One of them? Okay, I'll tell you once and for all. I'm not I don't care what you believe.
A what? Now you think you've been clever, don't you?
No, sir. And just in case you want me to take part in any tests, let me tell you.
You government guys are getting more and more annoying.
Wait, government guys?
I already told you guys last time. Not on my watch. Name and rank soldier. You're with the CIA, BND, HVA, FBI, NSA. Spit it out!
Name's Tannhauser. I'm a quantum physicist on vacation.
Liar! That's ridiculous! You better tell me the truth, or else... Say something!
Nice hat.
Okay, I guess you're right. The quality of your lies doesn't imply a higher intelligence at work. Quite the opposite, in fact. So, what are you doing here anyway? The truth this time, the whole story!
Well, it all began a few weeks ago, when I got this notification that said I won a trip to Europe. I was stunned, but Aunt Lottie gave her blessings. A prize like this should not be forfeited, she said. I might even be able to discover some distant relatives. Also that I deserved a break. She only wished for me to return safe and sound. So after a brief visit to Berlin, I began my journey. And that's how I ended up here.
Interesting story. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I'm inclined to believe you. Now, about the part with the Millennium Cooperative. I always had the impression that something wasn't quite right with them.
Well then, bye.
Feel free to visit me anytime. We can go into all the details. Name's Lessing, by the way.
Detailed blueprints for a mod. I'd rather not sniff self-defense. It's a base tuba. No way. Brass is my... What's with your squirrel?
That's Drowsy. He's me friend. Sleepy fella.
This windmill provides electricity to the treehouse. Autonomous and sustainable. This light bulb is wind-powered, 100% clean energy. The landscape vaguely reminds me of home.
Special Agent Hans Tannhauser. I'm with the FBI.
Very funny.
What do you know about the Millennium Cooperative?
I know they're a bunch of powerful people. A secret society, like the Freemasons or the Illuminati. They are directing from the shadows, globally, playing governments like puppets on strings. They surely built something fishy up there in the mountains. I always knew it.
Crikey, you must have been down the deepest depths of the rabbit hole.
Of course I have. If you look at the ancient Sumerian and Babylonian writings, you will see a pattern emerge that... Ah! You hear that hum? Stop it! Make it stop! Stop, stop, stop! It's them! They try to slowly drive me insane with their atomic radiation!
Ever heard the term Saturn portal?
Of course. In theory, the Saturn portal describes a kind of interdimensional opening. A gate to the stars, like a crossroads or a junction in space-time.
That sounds familiar.
That sure sounds a lot like science fiction to me.
Well, it's all arcane theoretical physics, blending modern science with occult magic. They are trying to establish a connection to the southern pole of Saturn using Birkeland currents. Birkeland currents, ever heard of that? They flow through the Earth's magnetosphere out into the cosmos, in form of an electric plasma stream, a twisted helix, a conduit right up to Saturn, to free the entities trapped in there. If you look at the northern pole of Saturn, you will recognize that shape, the hexagon.
So why are you living out here on your own?
The government obviously believes that I'm a threat. So they declared me insane and put me in the sanitarium. Back in the days when it used to be a real sanitarium. Before the cooperative took over. When things went down the drain, I realized that people like me have no place in a society like this. People like me have to disappear. Go undercover. We have to resist. Until our day comes.
I think I've heard enough. Nice talking to you.
Feel free to visit me anytime. We can go into all the details.
It doesn't look all too... There's a leak and the paddle wheel seems to be missing. A swimming animal in the shape of the flying dinosaur, Pteranodon.
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. How much for the swimming animals?
Oh, just pick one. The season is over, and I have a gut feeling dinosaurs will be out of fashion next year anyway. My bet is on...
Extraterrestrials.
Maybe, yeah.
How much?
Oh, just the sea...
I won this voucher in the raffle.
I know.
How can you know?
Yeah, my sister told me. She's hosting the raffle booth tonight.
Who would have thought?
Hey, sweetheart.
Good evening. About the paddle boat over there? It doesn't seem particularly seaworthy.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I think it has a leak. The paddle wheel isn't in good condition either, if you ask me.
Oh my. You see, I'm afraid it's the last of its kind. Its friends are already lined up at the dry dock. Do you think you could help me fix it? I can't really leave my post right now.
I'll have a look at it. This should fix the leak. This should suffice for a paddle wheel. It's much too cold to go for a swim right now.
You fixed the boat! How can I ever thank you?
Don't worry about it.
No, I insist. Please take this as a symbol of my appreciation.
This postcard will help me find my way around. Thanks.
Hey, sweet.
Good evening. I'll be leaving. Ahoy.
The woods surrounding Trber brook emanate a dreary sense of blandness. I've rarely ever been engulfed in a more terrifying, dreadful environment. Not to mention there is a green glow spreading through the fenwoods. Interesting.
No trespassing. Sensational discovery. Signed, the Paleontological Society of Trber brook. A theropod, king of dinosaurs. Extinct since at least 70 million years. Just thinking about it blows my mind.
Beverly, I now stand right in front of the legendary Trber brook specimen. This close, I find it all the less surprising people here have cultivated the myth of a sea monster.
He won't be needing these anymore. They did their job. Or did they? I wonder what that is. Lock. Good idea, Hans, but... I can't reach them. Mushroom, look how they... Oh, I'm not feeling too well. Something's glowing green. I can't reach them from here.
Beverly, I took a paddle boat and ventured forth towards the final frontier of this region, a forlorn swamp of ancient origin. On my way, I came across the mortal shell of a lost wanderer. Whether he was led astray by a wisp or fell victim to this region's mythical beast, the Hook Elf, remains a mystery to be disentangled. I can only hope to be spared of such misfortune.
Let's see if he had anything on him. Only if it helps to clear his identity, of course. An old rusty key. Lock. Excuse me, sir. Good idea, Hans, but that doesn't work at all. It has brought me here. Who knows where else we might go one day. Better stick to the road. As Grandma used to say, when lost and dire in the mire, it's best to... I forgot. It was something about... Ahoy!
Stop, mister!
Is there a...
Oh, the wind...
Oh.
Right, all right. That was, not so bad. Just between the two of us. You could use a little dose of vitamins, don't you think? Always remember, a healthy body equals a healthy mind.
She's back in her parallel universe. There's... Ahoy.
Look who we've got here.
I see you're making good use of those boots.
These boots are made for walking. Thanks again.
My pleasure.
You're looking a bit pale, if I may say so. Here, have one of these. They always work for me.
Vitamin pills?
Si, claro. They get the juices flowing and make you look gorgeous. All based on herbal essences.
Thanks. I have to be going.
See you later.
Keep back with no...
Step right up! Step right up! Mister, want to test your strength again?
Is there a prize to be won?
Course. The winner of the night gets a trophy.
Oh, okay. Consider me sold.
Wow, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I think we have a new champion. Congratulations. Here, this is your prize.
A leaden trophy. Like a trophy made out of lead.
This one's a real beauty.
Thanks.
お昼の用意です。終わります。バーチュアルハグ。